This carbon gravel frame cost me less than a set of wheels. It has internal frame storage, wide clearance for 50mm tires, and a flared integrated aero handlebar. And yeah, it's made in China. So is it legit, or is this bike about to fall apart on me? What's up YouTube? Henry Chung Fitness here. I test budget cycling gear, so you don't have to waste your money. If that's your thing, don't forget to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the Seraph GR201. The brand Seraph, also known as TanTan, a Chinese manufacturer that's been around for quite a while, mostly producing unbranded carbon frames for other brands. Now they also sell direct to consumer as seen on their website, and they've got road bikes, gravel bikes, and triathlon bikes, etc. You name it. I went with their GR201 gravel bike, and that cost about $750 USD shipped. This is full carbon, internal cable routing, and it even fits up to 50C tires. Now, that's basically mountain bike territory. And this little guy, yup, that's internal storage right there. Internal down tube storage for your spare tubes, CO2 cartridge or mini bike pump, tire levers, and whatever snacks you want in there. And it's actually useful, not gimmicky, and very sturdy as well. Now I've stuffed the down tube like a burrito, so nothing's really rattling in there, and the bottle cage is solid as well. Now, as for the build experience, it was quite smooth actually. However, there is a catch. The headset spacers that are included for the fully integrated internal routing, if you want to change up your stack height, you'll basically have to undo your brake lines because your cables fit right through there. So if you want to remove a spacer, good luck and have fun disconnecting your brake lines. I think I learned this the hard way. So yeah, measure your stack height right the first time. On the plus side, the handlebars with flare drops, it looks really clean, especially with the internal fully routed cables, and it feels great on descents too. And I absolutely love that they've used a round seat post because it's way easier to replace. And best of all, there's no creaks coming out from this round seat post compared to those aero seat posts with those annoying wedge style seat posts. Now out on the road, this thing feels fast, smooth on open roads. It feels stiff and responsive as well. Now out of the saddle, it moves. Seated climbs, still solid. Now it's not the lightest bike out there, but it does its fair share. Also, it's not harsh, it just feels planted. I wouldn't call it plush necessarily, although with 40mm tires, it definitely feels like I'm riding on clouds, but it's definitely not punishing with road tires as well. I've got 28mm tires on it now, and it feels just like any other road bike out there. It's the perfect bike for mixed surfaces, especially for commuting. It's basically become my do-it-all bike, commuting, long road rides, and even some light gravel with 40mm tires. Honestly, it's too nice to abuse on the chunky stuff, but it can handle it. I've even ridden it through snow and ice. I highly recommend you use studs because I found out the hard way and I actually took a fall. Luckily the frame is still a-okay. My butt and ego, definitely not. If you're into bikepacking or gravel adventures, this frame's got bosses everywhere. More bosses than Ash Ketchum had to defeat in Pokemon. It's like they just gave the engineer a drill and said, go nuts. Now, some of the downsides, the peeling Seraph logo on the down tube, it's a bit disappointing, especially for this quality of a frame. And again, the integrated cockpit is clean, but that headset cable routing makes adjustments a pain, as with most bikes out there with integrated aero handlebars. Once it's set, don't touch it. However, if the aero spacers were actually split in the middle here, then you'd actually be able to remove them without having to pull your brake cables out of the bike. Should you buy this bike? Look, for about $750 USD or just above $1,000 Canadian, this bike punches way above its weight. It's not perfect because of the decal and the aero spacers, but once that's set, this thing is fast, it's functional, it does everything on gravel, road, snow, ice, maybe with studs, and it climbs, it rides tarmac fast and smooth, and most of all, it's fun. This is one of my most fun bikes I've ever ridden, mostly because it does it all. I'd recommend this bike to anyone who knows how to wrench a little, and wants a legit carbon setup for gravel and road without breaking the bank like a $2,000 frame from the big names. Now I'll be testing this frame over the season. However, I've ridden it through snow, ice, gravel, road, tarmac on road wheels as well as gravel wheels, Chinese gravel wheels at that, the Chaoyang gravel tires. And it's honestly been a blast. I've got about 500 kilometers under my belt, which is not much to be honest, but so far everything's been peachy. So hit that subscribe button, comment below if you've ridden this bike or this frame specifically. And if you want to see a long-term update, stay tuned as I commute and ride it throughout this season. Until next time, ride on and have a good one.